I welcome you to the Messiah Revelation Ministry. We are a prophetic channel. We are dedicated to awakening the world about the second coming of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Our Messiah is coming to judge the world, and you need to have discernment of the time that we are in. It's also a mandate of the channel to awaken the Hebrews who are scattered. They are scattered to all the four corners of the earth, and the Messiah will gather the outcasts of Israel and the dispersed of Judah. The awakening is very critical, and this channel is operating at a time like this when we are very close to the time of the gathering of the chosen of God, the Hebrews who are scattered all over the world. And we are using this opportunity to comment on a movie that is scheduled to come to the theaters in 2024, the book of Clarence. Clarence, as in Clarence Thomas, the book of Clarence. Clarence is the name of the movie, the book of Clarence. What are my thoughts about the book of Clarence? What are my thoughts? The movie that is coming in the year 2024. A member of this channel, you go by the tag BHIC, you sent me a link. You sent me a video of the trailer of the movie, and so you wanted me to comment on it. And you already have some opinion, and you say that the movie is anti-gospel and it is anti-Christian, and particularly is a damage to the black Christians. And the movie is anti-gospel. And you also conclude that the movie is targeting the awakening of the black Hebrew, and the movie is a suppression of the awakening, and it's a mockery of the awakening of the Hebrew who is black, the black Hebrews who are scattered over the world. And I look at the trailer before I decided to make a video on it, and I saw that they are using events that occurred in the Holy Land around AD 33, at the time when the Messiah was in this world. And you are saying that the movie is intentionally using a black cast to mock the gospel and also to suppress the awakening of the Hebrew who is a Negro. For those who are watching this channel for the first time, we operate on discernment, we operate on visions and prophecy, and what we say in this channel is based upon due diligence, based upon visions and communication, divine communication, and also based upon research of facts. We are in a paradigm shift. BHIC, you said we are in a paradigm shift, and I agree with you. At a time like this, we cannot depend on the narratives of the Gentile nations and Gentile powers. We cannot rely on the narrative of the heathen. We cannot rely on the communications, on prophecies, on preachings and teachings of the agents of Lucifer. Lucifer is aware that his time is very short. There is a paradigm shift thanks to communication technology and revolutions in communication. The truth is coming to light. the truth about the identity of the Hebrew who is a Negro, or the Negro who is a Hebrew, the truth has come out, and the powers that be, the Gentile powers, cannot suppress the awakening of the Hebrew. And so there is a paradigm shift in terms of what is put in the news. There's a paradigm shift in terms of who we want to hear. There's a paradigm shift in terms of ideas, and the truth cannot be hidden any longer. The light of this world, the Messiah, is shining on the lies with his truth, and the truth is coming out, and the heathen nations cannot suppress the truth regarding the awakening of the Hebrew who is scattered to all the four corners of the earth. So I agree with you that there is a paradigm shift. You also talk about the historical authenticity of Black Israel and the Black Messiah. So two things. Is Israel black? Is the Messiah black? When we say Israel is black, it means that the children of Jacob are black. They are not white. And as portrayed in the books and movies that are produced by the Gentile powers to distort the truth. And the awakening cannot be suppressed. You know the names of the Hebrews in the Bible. You know where they lived. You know the demographics of the places that they lived. And you know that they lived in Egypt. You know they live in Canaan. And if you have discernment, you should know the demographics of those places, and you know who they married, and you know that Joseph was in Egypt. And so don't let any person deceive you about the true identity of the Hebrew who is a Negro. So there's no question that Israel is black. Is the Messiah black? Is the Messiah black? Definitely the Messiah is black, based upon historical records, based upon visions. If you are watching this channel for the first time, I want to let you know that on April the 5th, 2007, I had a vision where the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, and John the Baptist both appeared to me in a vision, and they were black with negroid features, and they had hair, their hair that looked like reggae hair, and so it's a confirmation that the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, is a person of color. I wouldn't even use the term a person of color. I would say he appeared to me as a black person, and John the Baptist also appeared to me as a black person. They appeared in the same vision at the same time on April the 5th, 2007. In 2012, the sons of Issachar also appeared to me in a vision, and they were all black people. So it is my prophetic conclusion based upon these visions that the Messiah is black, Jesus, Yeshua is black, and the children of Jacob are also black. I've done so many videos about it, so I wouldn't go into details. So BHIC, you go by the name BHIC. I agree with you that historically there are records and information that authenticate that Israel is black. And I'm also confirming that based upon a vision I had on April the 5th, 2007, Yeshua, the Messiah, is black, and John the Baptist is black, and the sons of Issachar are also black. It's very interesting to talk about the sons of Issachar because the scripture is very clear that the sons of Issachar had a power of discernment, and they were gifted with the power to discern the times that we are in. And so it's very prophetic that in 2012, the sons of Issachar appeared to me in a vision, and they were Negroes. Negroes as dark people, Negroes as black people. The movie, the book of Clarence, that is coming in 2024, is a mockery of the Messiah. And I think I agree because of the little that I saw in the trailer that I watched. And one of the characters said, "Your God is a myth. Your God is a myth." And who is the God of the Hebrews? The God of the Hebrews is the one who created the universe, the Ancient of Days, the first and the last. He is the one who covenanted with Abraham and said that he will bless the children of Abraham, and he is the one who covenanted with our forefather Jacob, and he covenanted with the children of Israel. And there's a covenant that will be fulfilled, a new covenant based upon the writings of the prophet Jeremiah. And so there is historical authenticity about black Israel and the black Messiah. And the movie that is going to come in 2024, the book of Clarence, is a mockery because someone in the car said, "Your God is a myth." If somebody says your God is a myth, it means that he doesn't believe in you. And he doesn't believe in you because he doesn't believe in the God who created you. Your God is a myth, is sarcastic, is a mockery. And if a movie is using those words, then I agree with you, BHIC, that the movie is a mockery on the authenticity of black Israel and also the authenticity of the black Messiah. Yeshua, Jesus Christ, is a black man, a black person, based upon the vision that I had on April the 5th, 2007. BHIC, you are saying that the movie used comedy to mock the truth. I agree with you. The movie uses comedy to mock the truth, and the truth cannot be mocked. God cannot be mocked. The truth cannot be hidden. They can use all strategies to hide the truth and to mock the truth. Historically, this is what they did. They mocked the truth by using the brush of a painter. Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, they used brush to paint the characters in the Bible from black to white. They were mocking the truth when they used their brush, the brush of blasphemy, to whitewash the black characters in the Bible. They use books to mock the truth, and one of such books is The Origin of Species, written by Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin wrote a book, and he said that it was not God who created the universe. The universe evolved, and he was the pioneer of the doctrine of evolution, which is a doctrine of demons. And Paul has warned that in the last days, people will follow the doctrines of demons. And the heathen nations believe in the doctrine of demon. They believe in evolution. So it is no wonder that the Supreme Court of the United States ruled in 1989 supporting the doctrine of demon, supporting evolution based upon the writings of Charles Darwin. And so on that occasion, they were using the power of their privilege, white privilege, to support the writings of Charles Darwin, who denied the existence of God. And so they not only use books, they also use the power of their skin to make decisions that suppress the truth. It's a white privilege, a privilege given to them because the Constitution of the United States gave power only to white people. And the justices of the Supreme Court were white until the first justice came, Thurgood Marshall. And in 1962, as you are aware, the Supreme Court of the United States wrote an opinion that said that you cannot mention the name of God in public prayers in public schools in the United States. And so they were using a privilege to deny God, to deny the existence of God, and based upon the theory of evolution. So it's not only movies, they also use so-called prophecies. Their prophets prophesy about white God, white Jesus, and white Hebrews. And this time they are using a movie, and they are also using the media. And the media is being used to suppress the awakening that the Hebrew is actually a black man, and his identity as a Hebrew has been stolen. They are using the media, they are using platforms to suppress the awakening. For example, the awakening contained in the book Hebrews to Negroes, written by Ronald Darton, who is leading the awakening of the Hebrew. And so there are so many devices used by Lucifer and his agents to suppress the truth. Ultimately, they will use the Antichrist to deny the truth and to suppress the truth and to persecute the children of the Most High. And that would be the final attempt by Lucifer to deny the identity of the Hebrew and to suppress news about the Hebrew and to persecute the Hebrew. A time is coming, it will not be long, when the Antichrist is revealed. He will be the agent of Satan to persecute the Hebrews, who is actually the chosen of God. And so don't be surprised when you see a movie and the movie is using a black cast, and you think they are promoting the gospel, you think they are awakening the Hebrew, but actually their intent is to mock the gospel and to destroy the faith of the follower of the Messiah, particularly if he or she is a black person if he or she is a Christian, is a follower of the Messiah, and they are using a movie, a comedy, to mock the gospel and to mock the truth and to mock the identity of the true Hebrew and to mock the identity of the Messiah, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. And BHIC, you're also saying that they're using the movie, the book of Clarence, to deny the significance of Israel's true identity. And I agree with you that they are using a comedy to mock the truth, particularly where a black person in the movie says your God is a myth and I want to be your Messiah. As a black person telling his brothers and sisters, I want to be your Messiah. Jesus didn't tell people that he wants to be their Messiah. He didn't tell them that. He is already the Messiah. He was the Messiah before the foundations of the earth and before the creations of the earth. He is the Ancient of Days, the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. He was before Abraham, and he was chosen to be the Messiah. The Lord who created the universe chose him to be the Messiah. John 5:22 shows that judgment of this world has been given to him, the Messiah. He is the Messiah judge. So Yeshua didn't come to the earth telling people he wants to be their Messiah as portrayed in the movie. He was the Messiah, and before he was born, 700 years before he was born, the Lord spoke through the prophet Isaiah that a virgin will conceive. He will conceive a baby who will be the savior of the world, and his government will be on his shoulders. The prophecy came 700 years before it was fulfilled, and our brother Isaiah did not see the Messiah who came 700 years later after his prophecy. So the Messiah didn't come telling people, I want to be your Messiah. I want to be your Messiah as portrayed in the movie, the book of Clarence that is coming in 2024. Clarence Thomas, the book of Clarence is coming in 2024, and BHIC is saying that it is a movie that touches the gospel. It is anti-gospel. It's a movie that is a mockery of the gospel. It's a movie that is a mockery of the identity of the Hebrew, the black identity of the Hebrew, and they are using a black cast to mock the gospel and also to suppress the awakening of the Hebrew. We will wait until the movie is out and you watch the movie from beginning to the end. And if the content of the movie contradicts the gospel, we will see. If the content of the movie is a plot to suppress the awakening of the Hebrew Israelite, we will see. And don't be surprised that in the last days, they will use all means at their disposal: technology, culture, power, constitution, money, to suppress the truth. They will use intimidation to suppress the truth. How come that A footballer was suspended because he sent a link to a movie, a link to a book. He just sent a link to the Hebrews, from Hebrews to Negroes, written by Ronald Darton. He was suspended. He was sanctioned. What he did was considered to be anti-Semitic. These are all the attempt to suppress the awakening of the Hebrew. And if they don't succeed, they will try another trick. And this time they will use a movie to mock the gospel. They will use a movie to suppress the truth. And they will use black characters in a movie to mock the truth and to suppress the awakening of the Hebrew, and to dim the light. The light is shining on the truth. It's a divine light. The awakening of the Hebrew is coming at a time like this, and those who are at the forefront cannot relent on their efforts. They cannot relent on their awakening, and they will face opposition, they will face persecution, they will face suppression, because suppression of the truth is the hallmark of the Antichrist. They are using the powers that they have. They are using their control over technology. They are using control over the world. They are using their control over secret societies to operate in darkness and to dim the light, to persecute those who are doing the awakening, and if possible, to prevent the prophecies on the Negroes from being fulfilled. They cannot succeed because the time has come. The time has come for the truth to come out. And so the movie, the book of Clarence, whatever the motives are, we will know. But as hard as they try, I don't think they will be able to suppress the truth. The awakening of the Hebrew is now. The Hebrew is actually the chosen of God. They call him a Negro. He's scattered over the world. The truth is coming out. The awakening is intensifying. The prophecies will be fulfilled. The Messiah was a Negro, and the Hebrews are Negroes, and that is the historic and prophetic authentication, and their lies cannot suppress and distort the truth. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you BHIC for giving me the opportunity to comment on the movie that is going to come to the theaters, the book of Clarence 2024. My email is raptureafrica@yahoo.com. I urge you to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and share the links of this video. Share them with your friends. I'm leaving the links in the description box. Thank you for watching this video.